David Edwinson is an accomplished artist in the Bay Area. Throughout his artistic career, he has traveled to places in Europe and Asia, showcasing his artwork around the world. As a kid, Edwinson was always involved with art, often using materials that were gifted to him as a kid.
How I got into art was actually just with the utilities that we were provided for in school or as gifts that we received for birthdays or Christmas. Always a paint box, coloring pencils, good pens, a lot of drawing paper. That was just part of the gift giving that we received. And I enjoyed watercolor painting so much as a child. I even actually would sell some of my little paintings I would do to the other kids for like 5 cents. And I became very proficient at painting roses.
Another big reason for Edwinson's early involvement in art was due to the support his parents gave to him throughout his artistic career.
Somehow or the other, they took interest not only in me, but at that time it seemed like, my particular family, everybody took an interest in everybody else and saw to their improvement. My grandfather was an attorney and he was a barrister, and my father was the chief of the customs, and so they dealt with many, many different types of people and many walks of life.
In Edwinson's career, there were many times where he would collaborate with many different types of artists.
So I had gallery shows. I got together with friends and we put our money together. We opened up a gallery for 2 years, and each artist had a 30-day corridor of viewing and showing, and everybody had a reception. So all these people came, for the 12 months of that. And so we did that for a couple of years, and we really, other businesses moved in because we had fixed up, through our own money. And I did some carpentry and all these different things.
However, as fun and fulfilling being an artist can be, there are big challenges when getting started in the field.
At one time, I went through that. How am I going to earn a living? How much money do I need to prepare my artwork so that people would even come to see it in a proper professional setting? How do I rent a gallery? How much does it cost? When you're starting out, it's not so easy. And living in a place like the Bay Area, where it's a lovely place and everybody wants to live here, nothing is cheap. So you do what you can because you love what you do. And that's how I lived at that time. It was like, if I got back on a plane after I traveled somewhere, I might have $1.50 for the last drink or something. I would cut it that fine, right? But you did what you could. I could not pass up the experience no matter what.
However, even with the financial problems artists may face at times, Edwinson notes how art is more accessible than ever today.
I've been blessed going through these different phases, and now coming to this phase where people are not so hung up with the professionalism of art. It's cathartic, it can be transformative, somebody who is in the least bit physically capable can still draw, and so that's one of the things that we can see now that we're blessed, where gifts are given and we just need to nurture the child.
Along with accessible art, however, Edwinson warns other artists about using technology too much, to the point where it takes away from the artist's message.
All those things we have learned, we can use now, we have it at our fingertips. But again, bringing in the human element, I have this beautiful electronic keyboard here. Okay, it does all kinds of things. It has echo, choir, you name it. But what do I have to say? This is the whole electromagnetic spectrum here. But do I have anything to say? It's the human mind. Now, how are we going to use it?
Reporting for Scott Center News, I'm Eric Chang.